Hey guys, welcome to your daily astrological horoscope for Monday, February 19th. And still, we get to enjoy the glorious moon in the glorious sign of Aries. Glorious. Um, but let's go ahead and jump in and find out what it is that we got going on for today. So, we have a very, very hot, beautiful fire trine going on today. So definitely want to ask everyone to go ahead and take advantage of it. Grand fire trines are just explosive amount of energy at your disposal to be able to push things forward. Fire trines are really, really great for acting with passion, acting with heart, acting with inspiration. Definitely a very good time if you're inspired or motivated to start a new project. This is a very good time to do so. As we talked about yesterday in the Sunday cast about, doing things enthusiastically, the moon still is in Aries, which means that we're still going to be carrying that energy that we had yesterday about wanting to be enthusiastic. We're also in the middle of a waxing crescent moon. And because it is Monday, we are naturally blessed by the root chakra energy within us. So definitely a very good time for just acting. You may have been doing some planning from the last couple days. Maybe you've been coming into the realization of some things in the last couple days, especially after the big solar eclipse we had. But today is a very good day for putting into action new ideas, new activities, new ventures, new prospects. Again, having the root chakra in there is telling us to let go of fear, let go of limitation, let go of limiting beliefs, and just take that higher vibration of Aries and just do it without fear, do it without peril, do it without negative emotions that try to tell us that we can't do something or that you can't succeed at something. Like, no, let go of that. Know that Aries is independent. It's pioneering. It does things. It does not listen to other people. We are not Libra in here. We are Aries. Yeah. But no, really. So go out there and get some stuff going. Of course, as you may already imagine, we do have our beautiful stellium in Pisces developing quite nicely. And as you can see, we do have a double sextile with a trine connecting the stellium over to Athena and Saturn. This is a very good time for the stellium Pisces energy, as you will be not necessarily requiring, but if you go out and pursue the energies of Saturn and Athena during this time, you can definitely find a creative outlet for the things that you want to be able to manifest or bring into creation. Athena will show you the way, as she is our queen, and Saturn will definitely help us figure out and learn from the experiences that we're going to be going through. So, and again, being able to also achieve as well, because it is right now currently in Capricorn. So with Saturn, with a lot of these transits, it's going to be both, a learning and a achieving type of prospect. And again, this trine to Athena is what we want. It's what we want because Athena is squaring Ceres, and Ceres has been in conjunct with Saturn. This aspect here is going to be breaking shortly, but for the moment, it's nice, hot, and strong. And this is just a really, really good time for us to be learning the way, where we want to go, how we want to go about things, where is the direction for our stability, right? Athena is very soon coming out of her shadow period. So this is going to be a very good time to be able to move forward with plans, move forward with ideas, with prospects, and not necessarily get nailed by it. But again, knowing the way will allow us to realize what it is that we need to be nurturing in our life. And with the moon here trining that Ceres, it's definitely giving a lot of support for the things that we need to be nurturing. And with Mars, our actions are in there. We got this shit. We got it on lockdown. Adventure mode, high optimism. Let's go. Very good energy going on around here. Last thing I kind of really want to mention is that the moon is going to be squaring Pluto. Now, this isn't necessarily a difficult transit. What we're talking about here is the moon wants to make sure that whatever you start has to be something new, right? Whatever you do, don't continue something that you've already started. No, it's Aries, it's Root, it's fire trines, it's tricolors with Athena, Saturn, and Ceres. And with throwing Pluto into the mix, you don't want to continue a pre-existing project. If you started a project yesterday, you can go ahead and continue that today. That's fine. The moon in Aries is essentially telling us to start new things, right? So if you've already started yesterday, good. Keep it up. Continue going on today. If you didn't start anything new yesterday, and maybe yesterday was a lost day for you, don't worry about it. You got another day today. And in fact, I would say it's a little bit better because we got the root chakra going on. Yesterday was crown, which was more insight. And higher connections. Today is really about us doing the things on the third dimension, on the material level. So definitely make sure that you are being aware of Pluto's energies here, of death and rebirth, of making sure that you're not starting an old project, but instead you're starting a new project. Aside from that, as usual, just keep an eye on this Venus square Mars as it develops. It's going to be a bit of a difficult transit, not necessarily too harsh, but it can get a little convoluted as Neptune is in the mix here. So that can definitely add a little bit of complications to what we want to be able to do and what we're actually really doing. And we want to make sure that at a time like now, we are not being deceived. We are not being led on by people. We are not falling for, hidden agendas, because there's so much energy in Pisces right now. It's like, one of my favorite astrologers was talking about how Mercury in Pisces is literally like shutting off your brain. I don't think it's necessarily too much like that, but there can be an element of that, because you got to remember that Pisces is too much to think about. It's literally, if it's possible, if you can think it, it's possible. Right? Sorry, the idea took me a while to come up with it. But yeah, if you can think it, it's possible. That's too many possibilities. Mercury can't keep up with that unless Mercury is like high on LSD or something. So obviously, Mercury doesn't think a whole lot in Pisces, and that's understandable, However, Mercury in Pisces really does help us connect with others on a compassionate, emotional, spiritual level. So with that being said, Pisces is the opposite side of Virgo. Virgo is facts. It's reality. It's the truth. Pisces, there's not a lot of facts. There's not a lot of truth to it. And to be honest, with a very empty Virgo house, this is just a really big time period of making sure that you know what it is that people are saying, making sure that their information is straight, question where they got their information from, question what stuff are coming your way. You don't want to take everything for granted, even with spiritual connections right now, right? I've had multiple readings and I've seen multiple readings of people getting, well, this is supposed to happen and that's supposed to happen and this is supposed to happen and that's supposed to happen. And to be honest, yeah, there could be a little bit of complications in the universe right now. That's also something that can occur, but there can also be a lot of misinformation flying around. So whatever you get, just make sure that it's straight. And if you can't quite confirm it, keep it in the back pocket and know that it's a possibility, but don't expect things to necessarily occur the way that you're seeing them right now. Because there's just way too much Pisces energy and not enough Virgo energy. And that's a little bit scary, especially with Mars and Sagittarius, who's a blind follower. So keep that in mind. Aside from that, enjoy the grand fire trine. We haven't had a good, nice fire trine in quite some time since our last one ended in December of last year. So enjoy the energy. Very productive energy. Very productive energy. If there's been something that you've been setting aside, don't set aside no more. Go ahead and start it. Really good time for that. So hopefully you guys definitely enjoy that. I'm looking forward to using this energy to be able to push my own agendas forward. So, hey, hopefully you guys are as successful as I hopefully will be too, right? But yeah, we got some extra content. If you guys haven't seen it, we got Mercury and Sun in Pisces. I would definitely recommend watching the Mercury first, as it puts in a lot of groundwork, which I then explain in the Sun in Pisces. Go ahead and check them out if you haven't already done so. Really good videos explaining what's going on with the stellium in Pisces right now and how to make the most of that. And with that said, thank you all for watching. Definitely appreciate you guys' support. Stay safe, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys on the next cast. Peace.